Hey, and welcome back to another West March Guys live stream. I'm your host, AJ, the DM, and this is the crew for tonight. Welcome, guys. Um, let's just kind of like get into our normal routine. We are sponsored by McCarthy Farms and this one plastic blender bottle. Um, but let's pick up where we were left off. You guys were traveling through Lamunu territory from Waze to Ziwa. You guys had landed in Ziwa, experienced the thriving culture, and learned that there aren't just alcoholics that are bumping around in the night in this place. You guys actually were able to take down a night gaunt, which in this location in Ziwa had never been done before, but they had told you that this had happened maybe 2 or 3 times. It's hard to tell. People have gone missing, but they've also had sightings. So you guys logged that away. That's another issue to tackle later. But you guys met two interesting rock gnomes, Speedy and Boomstick. And with those new friends, you hopped aboard their airboats and sped through the swamp, narrowly missing some gators, but are able to get out into Lake Makuki. You hugged the north shore and passed Ardi and its subterranean mole shifters, all the way to, just to where Mount Anga is kind of like sits parallel with the city of Moyo. And you guys have landed on the bottom docks. I will take you to that map now that we are there.
Quick question.
Yes.
Who was our necromancer friend in Ziwa?
It was Excalibur.
Excalibur, that's right.
Oh yes, sorry. I absolutely should have mentioned you that you also made a new friend, Excalibur, who is a necromancer and also has his own teleportation circle. So allows you to be able to maybe, go back and forth pretty quickly. But you guys find yourselves on the southern docks of Moyo. All of the architecture, it has been painted a sort of like off-white, gray, green, and gold color. The architecture has slight Gothic like accents, so there are arches that mimic those shapes, like wooden shingled roofs. Most of the architecture is made out of wood but painted. Tall windows with arches, stonework right along the base that's been worked just so that it looks like a little bit artistic. It looks like there are Mayan designs that have been etched into the stone and along the edges of the wooden foundational posts at the corners of these houses. But you guys find yourselves there. Now, where to? It's about okay, so you guys left in the morning to get to the swamp. Swamp took like maybe 2 hours to get through, which would then be like, yeah, it's starting to get probably 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening.
That we
you guys ate food on the way up to Moyo, so it's starting to get like around dinner time.
Maybe we like make our way downtown walking fast.
So from what you can tell, that is like right where you are.
Look at that.
What are you specifically looking for downtown?
I don't know. I think just some like faces pass and we're homebound.
Okay. Anyways.
And Aaron hates me.
Let's find some horses that are best friends.
That's outside the city. But
no horses in the city. No horses allowed.
Sorry, two speedboats that are best friends.
Those last ones were, trust me.
Yep.
And we will say that Speedy and Boomstick have hitched up their speedboats to the dock, and they were talking about having to stop by like the general store and maybe this place called hold on, was it they were arguing which one was better, Nigel's Emporium or Steel Heritage. But it's like blacksmiths that have like that can work metal that they need. But when they land and after they tie it off, they'll kind of ask you guys, "So what are you doing? You guys coming with?
Um,
What are you guys doing? You guys? Oh yeah, you guys talking about the Rackla problem?
yeah, we're gonna. I mean, well, it's getting kind of late. I mean, I would
Yeah.
love to go see the rock law situation myself, but maybe we should post up here for the night somewhere.
Well, yeah. Well, if we're gonna do that, probably go off to Green Door. It's like right next door to Steel Heritage.
Green door. Gotcha.
Green Door. It's got a green door. That's why they call it that.
That makes perfect
What
sense.
a
Thank you.
appropriate name.
Welcome. So, uh, and they will make sure that they're good and ready and shove off, headed north up the docks. Uh, it looks like this is a mix of well, I should have pulled up the
I
shifter.
I love a mix of wah ba ba bum ba bum ba bum.
So it's the shifter rates, which again take on bestial-like qualities depending on their subrace. So in this area, you find a lot of they share a lot of lupin traits. So there's some wolves, some dogs. There are still a few feline ones in the mix that you can see, like some like just pointed ears and like little like snubbed up noses. There also is a mix of like the sturdier looking boar and bear type, where barrel chested men and women that are working the docks, like doing like manual labor, as well as like there's also like smaller like field mouse. There's a couple ferrets, prairie dogs. There's just a healthy mix of all sorts of like wild like shifters that are like inhabit this home, as well as 200 Lamunu. So you'll also every once in a while you'll see like a full-fledged tabaxi. You'll also see a few Tritons, and then there's just a handful of other assorted like gnomes. There's maybe a dwarf or two, but no, those are very scarce. It's mostly just the Anukai in this city. And as you get up to where the dock starts to get a little bit thicker and branch upwards and looks like it goes further up the shore, and as you look up down the city, what catches your eye that stands above all the rest is that building, which if Speedy sees anybody looking, he goes, "Yeah, that's where all them hoity-toity like law people stay. That's you just want to stay off that block. It's a bunch of people with sticks up their asses. That's not where we're
Law,
going."
that's law people.
Yeah, it is the municipal building. So this is where all
Like
of
the city
the like
hall.
yeah, the city hall basically. It's where the governor, the attorney general, archmage, treasurer, and all of those people that help keep this city running that they call home. And it is a three-story, fully stoned building. It's red bricked in the middle, and then it's got gray, fatter bricks as like columns that mimic the architecture that surrounds it. Um, Huge, tall, pointed roofs that come up with little decorations like filigree that come off like on each archway. But yeah, it looks a lot nicer than all the rest. And as you guys get to that point, you'll take a left and head down Bandari Street. Bandari, however you would like to say it. Oh shit.
I wonder if they have like a temple or something here.
Uh, mm, there'd probably be at least one. Actually, did not build one of those because you never go to one. All right, so you head down Bandari Street. There are a few like stall vendors that are like trying to pass off some like some bait, some of the fish that they may have caught as well. Supplies, trinkets, little like knickknacks to like maybe try and pick up like people who are walking around with their families and have kids. It's a fairly busy street. And you actually walk onto cobblestone. But as you walk down the cobblestone, you'll notice that the streets that you pass are mostly just like worked ground. Like they are dirt paths with the grass all like that hugs the buildings that are around it. It kind of gives you, it's not so city feel when you start to look downtown. But you get to the intersection of Bandari and Old Town, and that's where they stop and they point and go, well, that's still heritage. That's where we got to go. But that's Green Door. And he points over, and it is a 2-story wooden, like log cabin, not log cabin, sorry, wooden structure that has a giant 2, like pulling from the inside green doors with golden handles. And so it's still kind of, you guys hungry? You guys want to get food? I mean, that like technically it's like food and lodging because like the upstairs is where you sleep.
Like a bed and breakfast.
So we're going to the same place. Yeah.
But I call it like a eat food and get drunk and then pass out fist.
Oh.
Yeah, cool. Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you guys are able to just open these green doors to a warm breath of fresh air, as it is a lively sort of interior full of all kinds of shifters that are enjoying each other's company, laughing, eating, playing games. Fiera, there's a small band of like lute players that are trying to like slightly go like trying to do like those soft little like da, 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 like just like soft chords, trying to keep it just like low key. But there is a massive bar on the backside that has a white painted front with gold trim. Obviously, this town seems to be very designed like everyone, like it doesn't matter like whose home it is, it's all kind of designed the same. But behind there is a sort of another barrel chested like kind of pig shifter who has a very, very like, he's got huge neck, pouring over all of his clothes. But he is happily like slinging drinks. Servers are bringing him food. He's bringing him people at the bar. He's like every time he like hears a funny joke, it's like it's just it's a good time. But you guys want to get some drinks, get a room. We can fast track it if you'd like.
I guess probably do the whole drink, grab a table, and then look at Zilch and be like, so what is the plan now that we've gotten close?
Yeah, the plan that I have.
Okay.
You've really thought this through, haven't you, son?
Your confidence is overwhelming.
Yes. I want to see the Rocklaw up close.
That's the goal?
That's my plan. And then I don't know.
All right.
How quiet are you keeping this conversation?
I don't know, just like a normal volume, not like super loud. Okay. But not super quiet.
Noted. Okay. Continue.
Yeah, cool.
All right. So, I mean, based on, I think we had a map, right?
Yes.
So based on pulls out map or finds map, based on this, it looks like we're relatively, I mean, we're closing in. We're not.
Yeah.
Another like 2 or 3 days, man. If we had more of those boats, but.
So I was thinking, you found a teleportation circle back in Ziwa, right?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we need one here too.
In this town?
Yeah.
Okay. They're not necessarily easy to come by.
No, I know, but like maybe we can, I don't know. Maybe they have one. They have that law building. Maybe there's one in the law building.
Fierre's like eyes lit up like, I was really excited to go there. I'm sure they'll be so welcoming to us.
I mean, the Lamunu were pretty welcoming. What do we know?
Yeah, that's a good point. I
And
always,
you
anytime I
guys
see
also,
hoity-toity buildings,
you guys also would get the general vibe of Moyo is like upbeat. No one's giving you any hard looks. Like if anything, people are trying to sell you stuff because they know you're like you look like outsiders. So like it's definitely a non-threatening city.
Like look, here's what I'm thinking. If we're gonna go up against, if the Rockla are as mean and terrible as everyone says, we're gonna want an out, and an out from here probably makes more sense than an out from all the way back down in Ziwa.
well, the circle is more of it's an in, not an out. I can out anywhere. I can out right
Oh,
here.
oh. But what
Zilch,
about if we want to come back?
See, that's the tricky part.
everybody in
Okay.
the party has noticed that a lab shifter, like a sandy blonde haired shifter male, is just like he's right next to Zilch, and he's stopped drinking his drink and listening in to your guys' conversation.
Do we notice this?
You absolutely noted, like he's you guys have said Rockla twice, and he failed his stealth check, so like he got a 4. So he's just sitting there like
Fira will like
really
stand up,
brain dead.
take two clumps over to him, put his hand out, and be like, "Hi, I'm Fira. It sounds like you want to join our conversation. Come sit."
Oh, oh, I
Sit. Look, there's a chair already pulled out for you. I'll point to mine,
uh, I oh, okay. Hi,
and then
you guys.
I'll swing around to the other side of the table and sit down.
All right, guys. So my name's Lee. It's you guys clearly are not from here. Um,
Clearly.
where are you guys from?
Everywhere.
All over.
Wow.
I'm originally from Blackwater.
Far. Oh, Blackwater. Wait, where's Blackwater?
Very, very far from here.
Oh, that sounds like a fun fucking trip, though.
Northwest side of the map, like the world map.
The world map?
Never mind. Far away.
No, I get it. I totally get it, man. No, okay? Sorry. You guys come in here and like look fucking one badasses. Two, you guys said Rocklot twice. Why are you saying that? Why are you talking about them?
Is that a cuss word?
No, it's just they're we try to most people it's like out of sight, out of mind sort of thing. Like
That's a good policy to get rid of something that's a
just like
problem.
they're just a bunch of backward savages. What do you mean they're a problem?
Aren't they?
Hold on. He's gonna roll a history check to see if he is up and up on his current events. Oh, you're talking about how they, okay, look, they just took some land that they think is theirs back. So it's only like a little slice anyway. The Anukai know what they're doing. We'll take it back. It's fine. The Rocklar are not actually a problem. That's just a bunch of conspiracy theories.
Have you tried imposing sanctions on them?
What do you dude, you can't even get them in the same room together without like them ripping each other's heads off. You got to fucking talk to them.
Maybe have like a peace talk, if you will.
You don't have peace talks with the Rockla. They're like I said, they're backward savages. That like they literally like will eat their own kind.
Well, if you keep calling them savages, then they probably take offense to that.
If you've seen them, you probably would have agreed with me.
So they're like barely even human.
I mean, from the stories that I have heard and the history that I know, they are not nice creatures, and they border on feral, from what I've heard.
Savages, villains to the core.
I mean, sure. What is? What is your interest in this? I'm just curious. Like, What do you
Oh,
think? Are you gonna guys go like fight the Rockla and take back the Northlands?
Maybe
Oh well, you should probably join the army.
there's an army. You have an army.
There's an army.
Where's your army?
Well, here's the capital, but since Jiwa is like closer to the Anukai, that's where the standing army usually is, I think. With 17, he's getting close to it, right? I mean, Jiwa is where the army is because that's the like, but I mean, I heard the city's not actually like fully defendable yet. Like it's almost done with construction.
This city?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the story of the Anukai territory. The upper part is the Jiwa territory, and it used to just be a bunch of like tribes, like that just kind of nomadically wandered around. But like after the Rockla started to like, there was like a few times they like tried to like take over the Green Basin, and like when they did that, like we kind of figured that like Jiwa needed a central location, so we started building a city. And so like because we want to be more like, okay, now it's probably those people like the governor just trying to be more like Ine because that's how they have their whole fucking country. So he's just trying to mimic them because he thinks they're so great and he's trying to like suck their dick basically.
Yeah, the Ine. It's
Yeah.
the southeast of this.
Yeah, they are
Yes.
some elitist fucking elves.
Yeah, the elves. Okay. Yes, that's yes.
Yeah, I mean, and he like looks around. He's like, yeah, the if you that there's a reason you don't see wood elves around. It's because they all just stay in there. It's so fucking great. But they also don't let a lot of people in. It's also bad. But if you got a wood elf, they will just let you right in because they literally don't care. It's all about just your race. They think they're hot shit. And that's
I
true.
met, I think I met a wood elf once.
Yeah,
Did you? Was he a elitist asshole?
No.
Well,
Wait,
consider yourself. He's
is
probably one of the rare ones.
is Etrian a wood elf?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He is. That's true.
I think so.
I was thinking about this gun-toting chick I saw one time back home.
Hmm.
She was with the fairy that I bought my magic mushrooms off of.
What in the fuck are you talking about?
Anyway,
Jesus Christ, you guys are fucking from out of town. All right, well, yeah, I mean, so I hope I helped. What's all y'all's names?
um, my name is Heavy Neck.
Heavy Neck, nice to meet you.
Likewise. Um, this is Grandma Big Bird.
Grandma Big. So you all have nicknames. Okay, I see. I see. All right.
No, that's her given name.
You call me the Golden Warrior.
The Golden Warrior. I love that. That's great for you. That's a
Well,
good
you know,
name.
and then he like tosses his hair. He's like, I figure sandy blonde hair, it makes sense. And he really digs that compliment. He like leans back triumphantly, like, yeah, that was a good name.
Yeah, no, legit. You're doing great. Cool. So if we let me just go for it here. If we were hypothetically trying to destroy the rock law, where would we go?
North until you hit the mountains, and then it depends. I don't know. They kind of let's see. He'll roll another history check. No. Yeah, you should go north. I think they probably don't have like cities, so they'll probably just live in the woods and like lay in their shit.
That's cool. So they have like the advantage of the terrain and
Oh
just
yeah,
walk
that's
around.
why you don't. That's why like
Yeah.
it's nice to have the lake there, and it just kind of cuts them off, and then they just don't. Usually they on good years they just keep to themselves in like their own territory, but like on bad years when like I guess when they get hungry they just come and they steal and keep trying. Like they try to like an uprising or some shit.
So they can't swim or anything.
No, they can. It's just the uh, so the Anukai army is pretty good, and they know that we just like strategically weighted the water and have good defenses.
Oh, that's
And
fair. That makes
it's
more
really
sense.
just it's kind of a clean line, and they keep to it. It's kind of like but you know, like I said, sometimes they sneak through the shit, but not usually.
They mostly keep to it.
Mostly, you know, because they're
Yeah.
usually just fighting amongst themselves, I assume.
Okay, cool. Hey, who's in charge of this town?
That would be Governor Granite Renier.
Your governor is a rock.
No, actually, that is kind of funny. He is gray. He is
Well, you said his name was Granite.
yeah, Granite. He's a gray wolf shifter. Yeah, he's got like nice. He's got like a sandy blonde or sandy like gray coming through on the sides. Yeah, so he's the governor.
See that big building over there?
Usually, they live in there. You know that?
Oh,
Yeah, like the downstairs. Like, I mean, I've only been there once because, like, you know, disorderly conduct and whatever. But like, you know, it's nice on the inside.
how could they get you for disorderly conduct? You're the Golden Warrior.
Well, you know, I wasn't always as golden and as warrior as you see right now. I was a little on the crazy side. I used to do some things.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I could tell you about some shady spots if you're looking for them. But you know, maybe you don't. Maybe you're not cool enough.
Maybe we aren't. But it was nice to meet you.
All right. Well, good to meet you guys. You guys can finish up your drinks and your meal, and Lee will get pulled with his friends after like maybe 20 minutes, and then they'll leave and go somewhere else. But you guys can go up to the bar and meet the bartender.
First, I just want to look to the other three people, or I not counting Krill because he doesn't understand me at this exact moment, but I just want to be like, what are we doing?
You know,
son, we were following you.
yeah.
I know you were, and I know I led this whole thing. We're
We
almost
can
there.
turn around if you want.
What am I doing?
Following your vision? Man,
do
sometimes you
any
just
of
gotta
us
have
ever
faith.
know what we're doing?
But my
Gotta have
vision didn't
faith.
tell me what to do. It just showed me a vision of something that obviously has not happened yet.
Well, I mean, to turn around
Cheering,
now
throwing
seems
dead
silly.
bodies in the water. Like where? Like how do I stop that? How do we stop that?
I mean, that boy was very man. I don't know.
The Golden Warrior.
The Golden Warrior.
Yes.
He was very knowledgeable. He seemed to have a pretty
Was he not? How do we know he wasn't making all that
whatever.
up?
He had a good candor to him and seemed to have for me, a better, well-rounded version of the town's history than I would expect most people to. Anyway, regardless, he, uh, um, he did note the issue with the Rockla being on the territory and there being a conflict. So maybe the trick is just to get to this Jiwa and see what they have to say, because they seem to be in the thick of it. So if you're looking
Like,
for info or what the hell's going on, at this point it seems silly to not go there at least.
yeah, I mean, well, we just left Ziwa. Are we sure we want to go to Jiwa?
Yeah, these town names are, I don't know. Anyway,
They're all very similar.
I would say
Welcome to
I'd be so confused, but
language.
I'm not very smart, so.
Okay, like,
Maybe if you speak the native language, it's easier.
do we want to talk to the governor maybe?
We could. I mean, we
And,
could
like,
try.
We just
offer
go
our
in and
services?
say, "Hey, old governor."
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just
I
walk
I
in and say
can
that.
offer my services, but typically it's very expensive.
I mean, that's fair. Not those services, Fira.
Oh, sorry. I mean, all right. It's just like a big sip of whatever's in front of me.
Okay. like we can't just be here vigilanteing shit up when they have like a well-established government and a fucking army. I don't want to get into another situation like the war that was happening. None of you. Well, Sheila was there.
All right. Well, I mean, I doubt the government's open now.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe we can go tomorrow.
Yeah.
I guess do we want to go see the governor first, or do we want to go to the army first?
I'll
Governor
look at
probably makes more sense, right?
Sheila. You've been quiet tonight.
Characteristically so.
I'm thinking that we'll go see the governor in the morning and catch the army before we go.
All right. I think that's a good idea.
Sounds good.
Plus, the governor could tell us who to talk to in the army because I'm sure there's a lot of people. Yeah,
That
we
is
can't just
actually
like
a good point.
we can't just like pick a random person and talk to them.
So,
I mean, we could, but
not to be
Good, but it'd be tricky.
deceptive necessarily, but do we want to lead with I've had a vision quest from my god?
I've had a vision quest from my god, and it is about your impending doom, and we are here to make sure that that doesn't happen.
All right, cool. We'll just stick with that. I like it.
Or
Nice.
what else would you want to lead with? Because I mean,
To be honest, I think anything I come up would sound just as crazy, so let's just stick with that.
okay. Should I mean, are they gonna just be like, "Oh, you're crazy, fuck off"?
It's only one way to
Always
find out. I've been
possibility.
called crazy before, so it's really not that big of a deal.
Plus, maybe we can see if there's a circle thing here,
To
so
be
that we can
honest,
come back here
that
next
would be
time
nice. That would be worth it alone.
with reinforcements.
Oh yeah, good point.
All right. So it's getting late. You guys want to wrap up the evening with like a last little nightcap and then get some rooms. They are going to be stock standard tavern beds, nothing fancy. But did you guys want to do anything before that? All right, cool.
No.
So you guys bed down in the greenhouse in Moyo. You guys get a full night's rest. The city gets relatively quiet like around like 11 or 12. It is not nearly as rambunctious or as busy as you might imagine. It seems that like it's almost like the city has like a built-in curfew. They go down with the sun. But you guys get your long rests. You guys can wake up to the busy sounds of the tavern and restaurant below, bustling with new patrons and people that are eating, drinking, and like getting ready for the day. Where was it to first?
To the governor.
Okay, to the governor. As you guys wake up, you will Zilch, pegged to your door is a note from Speedy saying that if you want to find him, he'll be at either Steel Heritage or at the general store. But you guys are able to finish up your breakfast. It's 2 gold for like the entire thing.
All right, I got that.
Yeah. You guys can hop out the door onto the cobblestone streets and turn left and make your way towards the Sarakali, which is the municipal building or town hall for this city. You walk up and these massive archways sort of engulf you as you walk under a canopy, and then you can sort of hear your footsteps like clomp off of the cobblestone and echo down the halls. There are plenty of acolytes. It looks like there are students. There are like maybe some like people who are cleaning up. There are some small performers that are trying to get people that are coming, like rich governors that are coming in and to from work. So it's pretty lively as you walk in, and it is a very large foyer it's all white. The top of it is green. The pillars are painted green as well, and there are tons of all of the like candelabras and little like lanterns are all like very well polished gold, all aflame with like dim light. There is a large wooden desk that has multiple attendees sitting behind it that looks like they are attending like a queue of some sort. You guys got up fairly early, so there's not a lot of people. And as like a few people that are like, yeah, I just they like I'm looking for like property tax, or like it's like I'm looking for like like complaints, or like maybe a marriage license. But you guys can make your way up to the front, and this oldish lady who kind of resembles a field mouse with these droopy rounded ears and a like golden set of glasses that's just hanging off the tip of her nose. Just come forward. You guys approach.
Yep. Walk up
Where
and be like,
were-
hello, how was your morning?
it's good. Where are you looking to go? What is your business?
So I didn't know how easy or hard it might be, but we were looking to talk with the governor. I don't know if this is an appointment type thing or something where we just.
The entire line of attendees starts to giggle. The governor's usually very busy.
I mean, I'd assume that he's running a government. That's typically it. Or maybe he has an assistant or someone who takes messages for him.
You haven't heard, there's a commotion up north that is kind of happening.
That's exactly what we're here for.
Oh, um, so you're looking to join the war effort?
We're looking to.
We're looking to join the peace effort.
You're looking to join the white hats then.
What is I'm gonna stop talking.
The white hats, they're the soldiers, the guards that are protectors of not just this city, but also the newly budding G-Way, and also there's a few that travel down to RD. But
So
since
not necessarily looking to join the military, but we do want to help the effort. That's where we're trying to figure out where we could kind of get more
Okay.
information or
turn
direction.
around and leave this building and walk across the street to it's the White Hat HQ. You can't miss it. There are guards that are posted in front of it. It's quite easy. You're going to be looking for Captain is going to be, what was her name? Her last name starts with C. Haley Coulter is the captain of the guard. She's quite lovely, but maybe if you can catch her on a good day, you can ask her. But the governor, like I said, is quite busy.
Understandable. Also, do you have a public teleportation circle that is available for rent or?
We don't have teleportation circles. We do have a few able bodies that can transport other via means of plants and larger foliage. But
Fair.
you'd have to talk to Gale, or you'd have to get a very, very hard to come by meeting with Archmage Memphis. But if you'd like me to put in an order for that, I can do that for you.
Sure. Can you have him send me a message?
Yes. What would the message actually? Would you like to leave him a message? That might be the best course of action here.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Fiora will take a thing and like write down like, Dear Archmage, hi,
Hold
my
on.
name is Fiora. I am really looking forward to hopefully speaking with you at some point. I assume you being a all-powerful Archmage and great and awesome are probably.
I just want to cut to the point, son.
I'm running out of note. Be like,
Yeah.
probably great.
The paper is like this big, son. You're running out of.
P.S.
I mean, I guess you can use the backside.
Do you have a
reached
teleportation
over
circle? Question mark. Heart Fiora.
I appreciate that he put a heart at the end.
She
Though
takes
it's not really very professional.
she takes it and places it to the side and starts to let it dry and go, I appreciate your liveliness, but I will make sure that the Archmage does receive this letter.
Sounds great. Thank you. And then Fiora will just like turn around and like walk the group out and just,
Across the street is the White Hats, don't forget.
yep, the one that starts with a C.
But you are able to be followed by your echoing footsteps out of the canopy and back into the courtyard, where it starts to look like the life has started to pick up a lot more since you guys walked in, as like now the day is starting to really get started. Looks like there is a it's the work rush to the harbor, at least the south side. There are tons of fishermen that are carrying nets with pails that look like there's some like food stocks, and maybe like they're laughing with each other as they're all walking down Bandary Street. But you guys are heading straight to the White Hats?
Yeah, I don't
guess
see it.
that sounds like the plan.
Okay. So you guys walk in. The guards straighten themselves as they notice that you're actually walking into the building. The large, heavily stained and sealed oak doors swing open. It's a musky, sort of dusty smell that comes and hits you in the face, but it is a simple interior of a bullpen-like downstairs, and then there's this. It looks like there is a staircase that might continue up because the building's 3 stories, but it looks like the bullpen is filled with different tables where there are guards that look like they're off duty, or maybe they're about to get on duty. You know, looks like they're eating, playing game. It's kind of mimics the same feel as the tavern, but with, you know, guards and like, you know, if you ever like, you know, like a firehouse or like people who have to like live there for a little bit. But looks like all mixes of sub races. A lot of dogs and lupin shifters that have taken up these posts. So you see a lot of like long-haired black wolves, you know, some short-haired like terriers that are like in halfling armor. But you guys roll a perception check as you look around.
Ooh, a 25. Not
There you
20.
go.
Very perceptive.
All right, well,
Unlike
Clementine.
some people. Fiora.
Oh, Fiora's just taking in the sights.
Yeah.
So overwhelmed.
Yeah, Fear, you feel oddly at home because there is like literally no humans in this entire city.
I was gonna say, he's probably very happy to not have to like worry about anything. Like, oh, I have horns. Oh well.
Nope.
Yeah, so
They
does
like
everybody.
there are people that have natural color discolorations that look like stripes on their face, like very furry, kind of almost like tweaked and twisted brows to accent how big they are. Like, you know, they love diversity in this little like melting pot. But you, Clementine, with that natural 20, your old but wise eyes start to peer around, and you can see that you can't see her, but you know damn well an important person is behind that wall of guards that is currently like someone's barking orders from behind it, and you see these little tan ears that are like sort of like dancing back and front, and then all of a sudden you hear a like, get out there, and they all of them kind of like, yeah, woo woo woo, and then they like, you know, they put on their helmets, and there it looks like they disperse out. They're walking by their buddies going, hi, yeah, have a good one, and they're like, you know, like they're like, you know, bumping elbows and whatnot. But from that dispersion you see that is sitting in front of a black stone board where it looks like she has taken like made it into a chalkboard. It's Haley Coulter. And she is a border collie, well, actually a Sheltie shifter. So her hair is a mass pulled straight back that's completely made of frizz. It's browns, whites, got little black spots in there, is all sorts of colors that kind of blend into her skin. And she's got this little sort of darkened black nose sitting in the front. She is in half plate. Looks more kind of like, it's not full plate because she needs to move around because she probably doesn't go off on duty pretty much, but she has the top half has at least like a metal breastplate. She's got these little decorative not gauntlets, but bracers that are on both.
Practical but comfortable.
Yeah, but it's also got like a little seal of the city that's been affixed to the breast. But she looks happy as ever, kind of like scoops up her clipboard and her bushy tail that is like jutting out from like her it's the she has the long coattails, so it comes down around the tail and then dips down and at a real jagged point. But she looks like she is headed to her left down the hall. And Clementine, you look over where she's headed, and it looks like there is like, there's the bullpen, but it looks like there's a nice office in that back corner that has a door that she might be headed.
Did anyone say her name?
No.
Okay.
No one has said like good morning, Cat. Well, I mean, if anything, it'd probably be Cat would be her nickname.
But it would like be obvious that she's.
It's very clear.
Yeah,
she's very clearly the one in charge of this place.
Well, I didn't see her.
I think the young lady over there may be the person we're looking for here.
Fear looking in the opposite.
No, I literally like
direction.
Turn him around. Like, nope, son, other way.
And as you turn around, you see a sort of houndish looking like loosed cheek and guard come forward and go, Can we help you?
Yeah, we're looking for the Miss.
The Cap?
Fuck, I just blanked on it.
Haley? You looking for Cap? You're Captain Captain Coulter?
Yes, Captain Coulter.
What do you need her for?
We were told to come see her by the place across the street.
Wait, the governor sent you to talk to her?
Their office did.
Roll a deception check.
I mean, it's not. It's what they said. Go over and talk to her.
It's not her office. Like it's the people in the front desk.
That's fine. I'll roll.
I mean, if you deception or persuasion, it's like up to you. It looks like he's a little apprehensive towards you.
There, I'll give you this.
Yeah, I don't know like roll, but sure, let's do it. With the 18, he's like, oh fuck, yeah. Look here, just go around the side, and she's right up there. She's okay. Just tell me you're with the governor, and she'll know.
All right, great, thank you. Fear not realize he probably didn't even realize he lied.
Fear, did you just tell that guy that we were with the governor?
No, I said that as we're walking away, I'll be like, no, I said they sent us from across the street to go talk to her. The office.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine then.
Yeah, right? Okay, all right.
As you walk in, you're getting just absolutely eye banged up and down by every fucking guard in this place. Every like they're all but hot, like they're going woo, because you're wearing next to nothing and you're a giant hot lady. So.
Oh, Sheila. Okay.
Yeah, Sheila.
I was like, wait, Fiora took all his clothes off? What
he
did that
doesn't
happen?
wear a lot to begin with, but he's definitely not a hot boy.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. But you guys are able to make your way across the right side of the room, and you find yourselves in front of Captain Coulter's door. And she is sitting behind a desk. Looks like she's taken her little pad and paper and moved it to the side. And she is jingling a spoon as she stirs her tea, and looks like she is reading some sort of parchment that has like walls of text on it. But she, as you guys approach, she probably hears Sheila, and her ears turn. Go, hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hey,
Hi.
hi. How are you?
Hi. I'm good.
We were told to come speak to you.
Do we have a meeting?
No, they sent us from across. They said come. We were talking to people across the
She
street.
looks like she's like shuffling papers. She's like, shit, where's my book? Where's my book?
No, no,
here
no.
it is.
This isn't. This is. We're just. I
Oh,
did not realize I needed a meeting. We can come back.
if who sent you?
I'll just look at Zilch and wait for him to like chime in.
It was the governor's office across the street.
Shit. Why is the governor's office sending people? Did we? I don't believe anything's happened wrong. The recruits are all squared away.
No, well, they
and-
didn't really, it wasn't like sending us sort of thing. It was more like they like told us to come see you.
They redirected us to you.
Oh, okay. So I guess have a seat.
Oh, thank you.
So I guess well, this isn't the way I thought I would spend my morning tea. And she pushes the paper aside and
You seem like a busy lady. We'll make this quick. So
Please feel free to finish your tea first if you need to.
if you guys don't mind, I actually could use the break. It's I've been running around like crazy with the the new lady that's coming from G-Way, and she's like making sure she's very, very particular about anyways, sorry, I am just, what were you here for?
So I'm not really sure how to word this in a way that isn't totally jarring and earth-shattering.
Her tail perks up right behind her and is starting to like wag quickly.
Does that mean you're happy? I can never tell.
Curious.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so anyway, my name is Zilch. It's lovely
Haley?
to meet you.
You can call me Cap. Everyone calls me Cap.
I would love to call you Cap. Thank you, Cap. It was lovely to meet you. Anyway, can I just roll a charisma check to just see how Zilch does with this?
Yeah, absolutely. You can try to like softball and like we'll see. Okay, 18. She has more curiosity than I think you're expecting. So with an 18, you're able to eloquently softball in a like, so I heard about there was a problem with the rock law and that like, you
Yeah,
might help.
let me start this way. I am a follower of Eldath. Are you?
Oh.
Let's start this way. Are you familiar with the goddess Eldath?
I am aware.
The green goddess of peace and serenity.
There's a temple of Eldath and the Wild Mother here in the city if you want to visit.
That is the most wonderful thing I've heard today, actually.
I myself am a follower of
the Wild Mother. Yes, seems like everyone is here. What's that?
The statue outside. It's quite lovely. You should go see it.
Yes, I absolutely will. So Eldath more or less sent me here. In a manner of speaking, to help with an issue that I believe you all are either having, have had, or are going to have with the creatures that live north of you.
The Rock Law.
The Rock Law. Yes.
They're not great. And they just made some pretty big moves up north. That's why a mess. Yeah. I guess we could always use the effort. If
so we're not here to join the army or the White Hats.
Oh.
But we're here to help.
Oh, okay. Well, I know of what okay, so if you're looking to help, I actually it's kind of funny the timing. There you don't have to join the army, but I can point you to someone who is in the army who could take you to like the area where you might be looking to go. It sounds like you're like the front line. Is that what-
Okay. Sure. Yeah, why not?
Okay. So, well, okay. So, you can meet this because she's part of the army, and if I remember correctly, his name is it's the captain, Captain DeGrotto. He is he's like uh the 5-star, like the general of like the army. We
So
call
Captain DeGrotto is the general of the army.
yes, we call so we just call him like he's the captain of that like vanguard, but like we consider him like the general. He's the most important.
Okay, so General Captain DeGrotto. Got it.
Let's just
Thank
make him
you.
general.
General, yes. Okay,
Let's just
got
make
it.
him general, because that seems like it's kind of confusing. So sorry, we're a little we are a changing people, so it's some of it is
Evolving, maybe.
yes, exactly. That's
Yeah.
good.
Okay, cool.
So yeah,
Wonderful.
if you're looking to go find this individual, her name is she was just here this morning. It starts with it's 2 A's. It's Lieutenant Al Saldin. Al Saldin. 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 Al Saladin.
Saladin.
Saladin. She's not hard to miss because she's well, she's not as big as you, but she's quite large, and she's are you aware of what a hobgoblin is? They have red skin.
Maybe.
They're not hard to spot. She's wearing the army regalia, which is just like nice armor. But she has red skin and like a huge head of black hair, I think.
I'm gonna look at Sheila and Fiera. Is Max a hobgoblin?
Max is a goblin.
No, he's just a goblin.
But he's got the red skin.
Yeah.
So goblin, hobgoblin,
Go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
taller version.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Rough.
Much more
Yes.
cultured.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So if you're looking for her, you can find her. She's either going to be at MKK's, which is the lumber yard across the way. She's going to either be at, I think it's Steel Heritage, or at Helga's Stables. One of those three. She'll like be there.
Okay, so Lumberyard, Steel Heritage, or the stables.
Yeah.
Okay. And this person can bring us to General Captain DeGrotto.
She works directly under Captain General DeGrotto.
Okay. Perfect.
I mean, funny. But okay. Why does so you guys clearly aren't with the governor's office?
Oh, we didn't say
No,
we were
it
with
was
the
it was a
governor's office.
misunderstanding, I guess. I apologize. They sent us they said come talk to you, so I came and I told your people like I need to talk to you because they said so, and then it just got really anyway. I'm sorry.
Who did you talk to that let you in?
The one with the glasses.
Yeah, the guy.
Kind of
he's
like, kind
describing.
of little saggy.
Takes a pen and writes down a name quickly on any piece of paper that's close by. Excellent.
I mean, don't blame him. Fiera, bats his eyes at anybody, and they,
I think we're gonna have a little fun with it. Don't worry. But if there isn't anything else I can help you with immediately, I do have someplace to be.
Well, there's one thing that they didn't really know. Do you guys have a teleportation circle anywhere, like a permanent one?
I mean, no.
Zilch is like on
Like,
this
we're
now.
just gonna start asking every person we run into, do you have a teleportation circle?
We don't really teleport.
Do you?
Like, I know that there's like. Did you put in an order for the Archmage?
Did we put in an order for the Archmage?
Yes, I wrote him a very nice letter.
Is that happening today?
Probably not.
No.
Oh.
It's fine. He's a magic person. I'm sure he can get a hold of me.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we only really teleport through like plants. We don't really do it through like circles.
Yeah, that's what she was saying, and that's like a cool
Yeah.
thing to do, but that's not super helpful for my purposes.
Well, I'm sorry.
I mean, no worries. I'm just, I just figured I'd ask.
I will. It's probably not a bad idea to have. So,
You should
Gillian
consider
wants
it.
to know what kind of bark that she has on her.
oh, on me, I don't have any bark on me. They like keep it there, I think. Or I mean, I don't really know how it works. I'm just a grunt worker, and she like takes some papers out and she like shuffles them together and like puts them back in front of her, and so it's kind of
Yeah.
like looks at you guys.
The nod of you should be leaving now. Fear
Yeah.
takes that cue very quickly and it's like, thank you so much for your time. We will be leaving, and like kind of like
Oh.
scoops the group up.
Oh, okay. Oh, bye. Fear, I think she wanted to talk more.
Close the door.
No,
Oh, okay.
the shuffling of papers is usually a sign someone's done with you.
Yes. It's the I'm gonna do random shit on my desk until you feel uncomfortable to leave.
I keep going back and staring at my computer screen like,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
All right, so you guys walk out of Captain's office, and you guys can head out of the White Hat HQ, and you find yourselves in the cobblestone courtyard. What do you guys want to do first? Where you guys head first? She gave you 3 locations.
I guess let's go to one of them.
So if I had to say anything, let's go to Steel Heritage because I've heard that place like 7 times this morning.
Really funny.
It's almost like the DM wants us to go to that one.
Well,
there's
that's
one, I mean,
where Speedy and Boomstick went, right?
Yeah.
yeah, that's where it's Speedy, because they needed metal shit.
Okay, I was gonna try and avoid that place for that very reason, but yeah, let's go.
Well, we should probably let them know we don't need them anymore. I'd hate for them to like hang out all day just for us to be like.
They can't like should we shuffle papers instead?
I mean,
There's
Excalibur just silenced one of them.
I could do that.
I'll take care of them. Don't worry.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you guys are gonna double back to where you came and head over to Steel Heritage.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. Might as well. There you go. You found it. So you guys take a left, walk down Old Town, and then get back on to Bendare, take a right, and you are met with Steel Heritage, which is a 2-story building, rectangle in its design. It's got a bunch of windows on the first and second level. It looks like it's got a nice peaked roof. Simple, like yellow door with green designs at just the corners. But as you open it, you get a nice whiff of just the sounds of a blacksmith hammering away, soot, fire, like musky, like you get like a kind of copper taste on your tongue. But as you enter the Steel Heritage, you are met with a sort of like a lobby-esque area where it's separated by a long table that has a front that has been very lazily painted in like he's missed corners and shit. But behind it is a full blacksmith shop that's open air. The forge sits in the very middle. And as you look around and you can take in the sights, you see that standing off to the left and looking mildly impatient. Sheila, would you like to describe your next character?
Sure.
What?
All
So
you
I
sneaky
have-
people with your new characters.
Welcome to Akancha Al Saladin. She is a commanding officer, and she is just trying to be the very best, like no one ever was. So She is
A Pokemon trainer?
she's not, but she is someone that is trying to be like the next big thing. So she is like a folk hero and she wants to do good, and she is just she makes the biggest deal out of the smallest objectives. So
She also looks like she's ready for combat. Like right this second. If it breaks out, she's ready. Walking around in her what? Do you have full plate?
yeah, I do.
All
I
right.
was gonna say,
So,
yeah, okay.
so the
She looks
switch-
intimidating.
Just yeah. So to as she's waiting there patiently, you watch this sort of covered in like this black sort of just streaks and handprints and like patches of just looks like fur that's been matted down. This boar with massive mutton chops and pierced nostrils come up, wipe his brow. It doesn't do anything, but mat his hair to the right a little bit. And he looks over and sees you guys like kind of with a look of panic, and then like looks over and goes, sorry, I already forgot your name. What is it again? Sorry, I'm gonna write down.
Akancha.
Akancha.
Mm-hmm.
Can you spell that?
AKANSHA.
Okay.
SK
See, not how I was gonna
AKA
spell it.
And yeah, Akancha.
SKA.
SHA.
SHA.
Thank you. Yeah, that makes perfect.
Akasha, I'm so sorry. It's going to be a minute. Like we're just finishing up with the last bit of it. Just could you wait just right there while I help these folks? I'm talking to you, Sheila.
Oh yeah. We'll wait right here. Don't worry.
Okay. So he turns to you guys. So what can I help you with? What are you
We're
looking
actually
for?
looking for two people. I believe one of them is right there, and the other one goes by the name of Speedy and Boomstick.
Those two just left. They were here, they got what they needed, and they said they were headed to the general store.
Oh darn.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We just
Um,
missed them.
All right.
Akancha, you had the pleasure of interacting with Speedy and Boomstick, and they were extremely, extremely off-putting to you. But yeah, they're gone. So yeah, they're gone. But yeah, they said they would be at the general store. The friends of theirs, I take it.
It was like
Oh.
a working relationship type thing.
More like
Alright,
colleagues.
Clients.
not really. Yeah. I see what you're doing. That's fine. So what can I help you with?
Like I said,
Wait,
we're actually just looking for
So okay.
somebody right here. So thank you so much.
Akasha, I will I will go upstairs and I will check on these things right quick. Just give me a moment. And he'll disappear and he like stumbles up some stairs really quick.
Fear just looks at
Akancha.
Akancha. I'm gonna have to get that into my mouth. That's the
Oh
problem.
yeah,
I just feel like
it's hard to say.
Akancha. Well,
Akancha.
once it's in there, it'll
Akancha.
stick.
Akancha.
It's any of these names.
Akancha.
Um, he'll Fiora looks at Akancha, and
Akancha.
oh my god, now you have me doing it anyway. And it's just like, hi, Lieutenant, Fiora, pleasure. So we were given your description by a colleague, and they said that you might be able to aid us in getting to Jiwa.
Why do you want to get to Jiwa?
We're looking to assist in the war effort.
She's just gonna smile, and you can see like her keen eyes raise up a little bit. Recruits, huh?
Not quite. We're looking for more
No.
of like a contractor type status or something on the outskirts. But we are
Ooh,
versed
that's
in a
good.
lot
I
of
like
things.
that.
we have skills other than fighting that we think we could be put to use, and we were hoping to get out there and see it for ourselves. 'Cause, you know,
So let me understand. You're mercenaries.
No.
mercenaries is
No.
such a
Dirty
mean
word.
term, but yes, mercenaries.
Well, Sheila might be a mercenary. I'm not really sure. I'm an agent of peace.
Sheila or Akancha's gonna look Zilch up and down. What makes you look peaceful?
What makes me look peaceful?
Yeah.
Reading a book on a nice day.
Well, it's certainly not those wings.
What, flying is very peaceful. Have you ever flown before?
It seems like it's really about you being peaceful and not about being peaceful to others.
Oh, no, I promote peace and serenity, and I promote the follow the tenets of Eldath.
There you go. There you go. Definitely sound like you follow a religion.
Yes,
Getting all the key words in there, son. That's good.
I'm a child of Eldath, and I'm here to stop the war. Not stop the war. I'm here to end the war, promote the peace. Shit, I'm making it sound really not up your alley. Fuck.
Can you hit?
Yes.
Then you're going to the front lines with me.
Okay, cool. That's what I want. That's where I want to be anyway.
Akancha's gonna walk over to Fiera. Boatman, how are you gonna bring glory to this battle?
I'm actually going to introduce you to my friend, and I'll look over to Sheila and
Stop.
be like,
Stand
Sheila,
straighter.
Sheila,
Stand straighter. Nope.
Gotcha.
Stand straighter.
Gotcha, Sheila.
Sheila, talk to yourself, please.
Oh, you're a
This is
dick.
who you want on the front lines. This is Sheila.
Akancha's gonna walk over to Sheila. So, like, what am I supposed to do on the front lines? I need someone to stand there and look menacing. And then Sheila's just gonna put her hair up in a bun.
Zilch is going to stand behind Sheila, get up on his tiptoes, and then spread his wings out behind her. So it looks like they're her wings.
Does he get tall enough, or does it just look like there's wings coming out, like out of her butt?
Oh, he's on his tiptoes. She's super menacing when she wants to be.
I can totally see that. Now, what about this old owl?
Hey. Disrespectful.
This old owl.
You need to
You-
learn to respect your elders.
The hobgoblin.
Have you even picked up a weapon before?
I have.
What was the last war you were in?
I mean, I've been alive for many years, so many.
It's obvious.
Every day you wake up and it's like you're in a war.
Akancha's gonna lean back, spin on her heels, and think for a second. And in her head, she's thinking to herself, why am I doing this?
Akancha, as you spin around your heels and you like think for a second, you're like, why am I doing this? You look up and you see Eli has been standing there. You didn't really realize, and his shoulders could not be more stooped. He has this look of it's fear and panic in his eyes. And he's staring at you, just like almost like half behind a wall, and he just goes, "Hey, Kasha,
Yeah, what's up?
can I talk to you for a second?"
Sure.
Could you follow me for a second? Follow me upstairs.
Akancha follows her.
You can quietly go up the stairs, and as you get up into the second floor, you can see it's full of different types of shelving and tables that look like they have dividers for all sorts of gear of different, like pole arms are stacked up on the corner. There's tons of different breastplates that are look like they've been hung up on shelves. But you look around, and all of the armor that was sitting there that you saw and checked in on yesterday that was pristinely clean has been rusted over. You start to look at every single piece of armor, all of the weaponry, everything, all the helmets, everything looks like it is completely rusted over and ruined. And you look at Eli, and Eli just goes, "What the fuck is all of this? It was fine yesterday." And he like picks it up and he just throws it on the ground, and one of the breastplates like shatters. "What the fuck is this? I'm ruined. I'm ruined." And he like picks up like the dagger, and he's just like completely rusted over the blade. He's like, "I'm fucking ruined. I'm not gonna be able to show my face in this town. I'm gonna get run out. No one's ever gonna buy from me again. What the fuck?" And he's like starting to pull at his hair.
My conscience gonna turn around and put her hand on his shoulder and say, "You need to chill out for 1 second and let me look at this."
There's something's fucked up. There's something's not right.
The conscience gonna kneel down and look at that breastplate that shattered, and where it was rusted, she's gonna touch it.
So when you touch it, roll an investigation check. You guys down below would have heard him start fucking screaming. You would have heard like the muffle, "What the fuck is like it sounds like he's upset upstairs."
22.
With a 22, you get down to where the area is, and it reeks of vinegar. And you look and you can see that right along the edges of it, it looks like there's tiny little bits of salt that looks like they're stuck to the metal.
Is it one of those things where I can like kind of scrape it off with my fingers and rub it between my hands?
You get a little bit off it, but you can, like, as you rub it between your fingers and sort of smell it, taste it, that's definitely salt.
I'm gonna look back and say, vinegar and salt, what would cause this?
That's how you fucking rust things.
So how did it rust overnight though?
This is fucking sabotage.
Who do you think it is?
I bet you he's gonna roll a history check and see how well he's thinking right now. I don't know. I have a lot of fucking debts around here. And why would it? Maybe it's, I don't know, someone trying to be a bad actor, trying to sabotage the war, or, I mean, is it Nigel or is it? I don't know. I mean, Nigel's the biggest prick in town and he hates me, but he hates everybody. So it's kind of like, and
We'll start off with Nigel and see what the deal is. And if we can't figure it out from there, we'll go after your debtors.
Akansha, I don't know. I'll look through this and see if there's anything I can fucking save. But you can't give this to anybody. It's all ruined. I'm so sorry. Like, what are you gonna tell your captain? What are you gonna tell him?
I'm gonna tell him.
He's just like panicking, worrying.
My conscience is gonna think for a second and look back and say, "Listen, I'm gonna get some people. I'm gonna come back and figure this out." And she's gonna head downstairs.
Oh, great. Okay. I'll fucking deal with this bullshit. And he's just gonna take another breastplate and throw it against some rusty axes, and they scatter to the floor, like knocks over an end table. But you can walk down the stairs to him like clattering more shit to the ground. But you walk down and you are back into the the little gallery or entryway of the steel heritage. It looks like the other guy that was like hammering blacksmith has stopped and has taken a break.
Is everything
Speaking of taking
okay?
breaks,
Yeah, speaking of a break, I think this is a good time.
it is almost 8 o'clock, so
Good
Perfect.
time as ever.
All right. With that, we will be back in a
Right.
bit.
right back.
Nice.
And welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning back in. Those of you sticking with us, we are still here in Moyo, and now we've got a little bit of a mystery on our hands. So we pick back up with our group in the lobby of Steel Heritage with Akansha, because I can. It's really Joe. You're not wrong. Has walked downstairs.
Does not roll off the tongue.
You know, and she has now. What are you doing, Akansha, with your new information?
Concha's gonna pull out her clipboard and look at all the other things that she has to do.
Oh yeah, big old list of things that need to get done today.
And she's gonna look over at the group and go, "You four, stand straight."
Just five of us, but okay.
Krill has no idea what's going on. He's just like,
I like tap him on the chest and I just like stand up like this.
Need to teach him common. Anyway.
he
Good.
does exactly what you do. Like he taps his chest and then
Good.
Concha's gonna put her hands behind her back and start pacing in front of them, walking back and forth. And she goes,
Krill's gonna
How-
do this.
"How badly do you want to get to the front lines?
I mean, pretty badly.
I mean, like,
Zilch, how badly do you want faith?
Do I want a faith?
Do you want faith in Eldath? Do you want your
Yeah,
God to come
like-
and bring peace here?
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, yeah, definitely 10.
Then you're gonna go prove it today.
Okay, how?
Today, all of our armory assets were destroyed. And we don't know how they were.
This is a good opportunity for peace.
You know how they were.
Well,
It's a
we
great
know that they
opportunity for a diplomatic solution.
my thoughts exactly, which is why you guys are going to go out and look for this while I deal with 18,000 other things today.
Oh, what are we looking for?
Someone
armor?
sabotaged our armory and used vinegar and some sort of salt solution to rust things overnight. You need to find out who did it.
That seems like a really basic way to destroy an army.
Not everything takes magic, son.
Yeah, wow, that's like a really, good to know. Okay.
Bonus for you guys. If you can find me more armor to take back with us, I'll ensure that you guys get a reward.
I like rewards. What kind of reward is it?
Bring me what you can and we'll figure it out from there.
Okay, well that seems kind of like a very open-ended. You could just like kind of back out of that or like cop out with something like semi-cheap.
As Zilch is saying all that, Akancha's reading her checklist and she looks up and goes, "All right, dismissed."
Okay.
Nice. All right. You guys all walk out, or do you dismiss yourselves?
Fiera
You
looks
know-
at Zilch and is like, "So, I'm a little confused, but we
Man,
could just
anybody with red skin is just like really chaotic. Have you noticed that?
Zilch, don't you have? Never mind.
Anyway, where are we looking?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know this guy, and he seems very distraught. So I don't know. We could
Well-
just walk to Jiwa.
I mean, obviously the person is not in here, so we could go outside and look out
Maybe
there.
they are. And Fiera looks at the one guy in the back.
Look. This guy this guy. Eli comes from around the corner, and like still looking very disheveled. He goes. He still has like a rusted dagger in his hand. I bet you it was that fucking guy Nigel. He's across the fucking. He's uptown. He's got Nigel's Emporium. You should start there.
Mm.
He's an asshole. He
So-
wants all of my business. He's been trying to push me out for fucking years.
Definitely sounds like there's
Finally,
somebody
fucking done it.
who would rust all of your shit.
Isn't there? You said he had like this guy had
I
a.
can't. We kept this fucking deal a secret for a reason.
You said this guy had an assistant, right?
Who, Nigel?
No. The blacksmith we're talking to.
Oh
currently.
yeah.
Is the assistant here?
It looks like when he was having his like little hissy fit, the blacksmith like took a break and he's like in the outside area of the shop.
Okay.
But it looks like he's moving around. But I mean,
I want to go find him first.
okay.
But we can. That's my goal. Whatever you guys want to do next.
I think Eli did it
What
to
do you?
his own stuff.
Why would I fucking do it to my own stuff? I haven't even gotten paid.
It's always the person you least expect.
We are hot on the case, and Pierre like starts walking the door.
Wait,
Good fucking luck.
shit, was it me? No, it wasn't me. So that crosses that off.
Okay.
Check.
It wasn't fucking me, and it wasn't my assistant.
How do you know it wasn't your assistant?
Because I was with him last night, and I watched. He walked home.
You were with him as he
Like,
walked home, and while you
with
both
him.
rusted out your
With him.
stuff.
So how do you know what he was doing after you left?
Well, I mean, I dropped him off on my way home, but I mean, I guess.
Now, when you say with him twice,
Hey,
does that imply like sexually?
Coach, Coach, come here, come here. No, this like real thick-jawed, another boar shifter comes in and goes, "Yeah, what do you want?" Did you fucking tell these men, or come make sure that they know that we were watching them set up for the festival on the North Shore, and when I walked you back to your stuff, and then I went home. Now tell me you didn't fucking fuck me over, did you, Colt? It was, why would I fuck you? What do you? Why would I fuck you? It's just what?
Okay, two questions. Was it a nice date, and did he not pay for the dinner? Because if he didn't pay for the dinner, that's motive.
It wasn't like a date. Everyone goes there and it's like a good time and you drink, and I guess it kind of was a date. Did we go on a date? No, we didn't fucking go on a date. Everybody goes. I didn't fucking no. You were just there while I was there.
So, like, while you were there, did anyone else hear about this secret armory?
I don't fucking know. I mean,
Talk about it.
well, I mean, you were like kind of drunk. Maybe you like said something because like you were really happy. So like maybe you said something like, I don't know.
So who?
But I swear I didn't. Why wouldn't do that?
Yeah, who? Like, okay, so let's say hypothetically, of course, maybe you told someone by accident. Who would you have told?
Well, I mean,
Hypothetically, by accident, and
hypothetically, if I was drinking and I was talking a lot, I'd probably be talking to the mates down at the under pier.
the under pier.
Yeah,
Yes,
his name's
So-
Fu.
it was them.
So it sounds like we have two different leads. We can go over to Nigel's and squeeze him, or we can go over to the under pier.
Nigel sounds more interesting to me, so I think we should start at Nigel's.
Do you have any competition?
Yeah.
Nigel.
Fucking Nigel.
Oh. Sorry, that's Joe not realizing that.
Yeah. So Nigel has a place called Nigel's Emporium, and from my
Yeah,
experience,
yeah.
anytime we go somewhere called an Emporium, it's pretty great. So we should go to the Emporium.
Yeah, it's real gaudy. You're gonna love it.
Gaudy, like which gods?
Oh, it's like it's terribly over. It's just there's too much decoration and it's just like it's very loud and like impractical.
Sounds lovely.
It sounds like most gods. So yeah, cool. All right.
Right? Yeah. Tell that asshole I said fuck you.
I
And then he stabs the
Okay.
rusty dagger in his countertop.
We'll lead with that. That usually is a great way to get people to talk. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
well, if Fiora says it's
Oh,
a good
get back
way,
to work.
then we'll go with it.
We've got
Fiora knows people.
Beautiful. All right, so you guys are gonna walk out and head for night.
Yeah.
All right,
Sounds like that's
cool.
the plan.
So he did say it was north side, but just somebody roll me a survival check or perception check to see how long it takes you to get there.
I'll
Yeah,
go for survival.
you make your way through the Kutuyo Soko, which is the center street, and it is a lovely, buzzing bazaar full of life and music and food. And it's like the part of the market, there are people that are selling like rugs, vases. There is one guy who has like 300 different pigments all powdered up, and people are coming and like grabbing them and putting in little bags. It is just full of culture, but you can pass through the center street and make your way to like you see where the lumber yard is, and like that's not it. But you start to scan left, and right to the left, you notice that there is a building that it matches the decoration, but it is almost like a flamboyant exaggeration of it. So the gold, there is way more gold than any of the surrounding buildings. There is painted on gold on like each individual stone. It looks like a lot of work went into it. Like it's just really, really nice. And as you get to the two white ivory doors with gold handles, obviously, you crack open and they just like butter with no resistance swing open, and you are hit with a just this aroma of it's like honey and vanilla and a little bit of just like caramel that is in the background. But as you get into this lovely storefront, there is small little shelves that float above like the ground. Um, they have tons of different daggers, armors. There's like potions on another shelf. On the walls, there are the like bracketless shelves that just sit right into the wall. Gold dances along all of the like the edges of this building and up towards the arch that with a lovely mural of it's I didn't think of this, but I really want to make it like it because of last night's session. It is this gorgeous collage of these different galaxies that look like they're colliding and blending into each other. And it's just a splattering of these neon, like bright colors of yellow and blue and purples and pinks. And it's just like you guys all look up there, you're like, it fucking gorgeous. You like what you see, huh?
I think this is the place.
You look behind and you see a kind of it's hard to there's a little crack starting to show on this high elf's face. Black slicked back hair is pulled into a ponytail. He has a high-ish collar. He's wearing I guess it's bedtime. My phone. High collar. The robe he's wearing is purple with just a little bit of green accents just on the corners with metal. But he looks at you with this pristinely white smile and goes, "Welcome to my emporium. How can I help you?"
You're the guy with the
I'm-
Emporium.
That's me.
Nigel.
So who do I owe the honor to?
You have a very nice smile.
I work hard at it.
Do you?
I do. Good
Okay.
customer service comes straight from the face.
That's
I've never
Wow.
heard that one before.
that's good though. I mean, that's kind of true. Anyway,
So, what can I help you with?
Zilch's gonna look at Fiera and start to talk and be like, "So, where were you last night?"
Where was I last night?
Yep.
I was where most people were last night. We were watching the festival get set up.
for the whole night?
I think I tucked in pretty early around 7, but yeah, it was most of
Were you with anyone that can corroborate this story?
well, I was with my assistant Sophia, but she's not here right now. I can fetch her if you want. It might
Yeah,
take her some time. I believe she lives downtown. But if you could hold on one second,
She lives downtown.
and
Interesting.
he pulls out just this little thread and then like twist it together and it like flickers off into this like yellowish sort of ash like glow, and he looks like he's muttering something to himself. But
What you doing?
I'm waiting.
No, I mean that. Like,
Oh, it was just a quick spell that I used to get a hold of my employees. Um,
oh, okay.
it's well, it's trust me, she's not happy about the arrangement. But yeah, she's home. She's says she's eating food and she would gladly back up my story.
What do you think, Fiera?
I mean, it seems convenient that being that you were her boss, that she would back up her story. It's almost as if there might be something in it for her.
I believe that I had 2 horns of ale, and I also had one of those little skewers with the meats. So if you, I mean, what am I being accused of exactly?
We're not accusing.
That's what Fierre's favorite part is. Like, you're just answering all these questions.
Like now that I'm at yeah.
Like, why am I answering these questions?
Well, we do appreciate your cooperation in this matter.
What is this matter?
The matter that you're helping us with. Fiera, oh my god.
Fierre just kind of, after like staring at Zilch and just watching him like struggle for a little while, he's just like smiling and he's like, "You're doing so good, Zilch." Anyway, hi, Fierre, pleasure. So we were curious. Do you sell armor and armored goods? That's really what we're trying to like track down, because we heard there's another shop called the what's it, the Steel something, um, and
Yes, heritage. Yes, Eli, lovely fellow.
yeah, we were talking to locals and they said there's 2 places to go if you want armor, but I don't
Mm,
know. I don't know how accurate that is. It was there and here. Is that do you
That's
sell?
completely accurate. I can sell you. What would you need?
I'm intrigued because we walked by that one and it's like a full-on blacksmith, but this does not seem quite the
Oh,
same.
I have mine is downstairs. It's not. I don't keep it so that the customers can see it. I try to keep it cleanly up here.
Oh, as I look around the store, is it like
I specialize in more magic items, not so much just the general sort of like boring plate mail.
okay, so you must do better business than they do. I've
I do
haven't.
better work. I can tell you that much.
Interesting,
Not
interesting.
so much the coin purses of the locals, but
I was looking for something.
talent
So
often goes overlooked.
anyway, that's I appreciate taste. Trust me. Like I,
He does, it's true.
yes. Uh, but we were looking for armor similar to what like the army would wear, and it seems like that might be a little above,
That would be full plate mail.
but that would be probably below you, because that's just like typical.
I could craft it. I don't have the raw materials to like make like a bunch of sets, but I could do like probably 2 or 3. Why are you guys looking to join the army?
It's just we're working with one of the lieutenants assisting with acquiring equipment for the military. We're kind of like contractors, sort of. You could
Oh,
say.
that big red woman that's been.
Yeah,
Yeah, the one that
external contractors.
talks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her.
Where-
She's been up and about around town. She seems like she's very important.
Well, she's a very busy woman, which is why we're assisting her um, in this
Oh,
matter.
Also, she just kind of told us to do it.
Hmm.
Didn't seem like we really had a choice in the matter. We just She seemed very authoritative, and I was just like,
So
okay.
again, I will ask again. Why am I being investigated?
Well,
By
here's the thing. We're trying to assist with. I mean, we obviously with the conflict that's happening in GWA, we're trying to bring as much
yes.
material and what? I'm sorry, HI, I didn't hear you.
No, sorry. he's commenting that it's dreadful.
It is, and we're just trying to like pool together the resources of the entire country to like for the effort. And obviously you make armor. The uh,
Eli.
Eli makes armor, and we just figured both of you could pool your resources. But when we talked to him, he had a uh, apparently an unfortunate incident, and we're trying to figure out you know where we can come up with all of the material we need.
Well, not to get into the details, but like I said, Eli was the one who got all the resources initially to do such a task. I'm afraid I wasn't able to win that bid. But, you know, Eli does good work, so
Did it make you mad when you didn't get that bid?
oh, it would have been government money is such a lucrative thing. I can sure you can imagine. But I mean, no ill will among peers.
Yeah, but I mean, if he fell flat
Doesn't
on his
seem
face, it would make you look.
he doesn't seem to like me as much, but I try to keep to myself on the cleaner side of town.
Does he seem to be like he's lying? Am I picking up any sort of like tweaks or any like
I would
subtle?
also like to run an insight.
On him,
Oh,
roll an insight.
I'm using my old granny insight.
That's
Okay.
an 11.
18.
Okay, 18. So only Zilch gets this. Okay, I have to type out something.
Just take the first one. It's 11.
Oh, 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have it set to roll twice.
Oh, all right. Sorry. So, I mean, this guy seems like he's not bullshitting you. He does seem like that there is like cause. There is room to be suspicious, but I mean, it like we just by his body language and the way that his demeanor. Like, I mean, this guy seems like legit.
All right. So I believe we will continue our investigation elsewhere. Yeah.
So
I
one
might be back here though.
one question for you, and I appreciate how much you've been helping us with this. Do you know anyone who's opposed to this whole thing, who wouldn't be wanting to,
It seemed like they
Yeah, but there's
But
none of them here, obviously.
yeah, you won't find them here, and if you do find them here, you won't find me here.
There's
But
there's no like sympathizers or peaceful folk trying to like sabotage anything.
Peaceful
let's-
folk wouldn't do that.
I mean, not that I know of. I mean, I could tell you where the ruffians are, but I can't tell you where. I mean, I don't know of any rebellion. Everyone loves it here. I don't know who would want to lose this. He like kind of like just gestures around to everything. He's like, why would you want to?
Agreed.
Anyways, I'm sorry I couldn't help anymore, but again, if you need my assistant to come, I can. She won't be happy with me, but I can call her
No,
to
no,
come.
that's okay. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Well,
Maybe later.
well, if you're looking for rough around the edges types, the under pier on the south pier. I don't know how to get there, but I know you could find it late at night because it's somewhere below those docks, and there's something called the meat locker. Um,
Oh,
and I
Is
and I
there-
know it's held over at the butcher shop.
Yes.
I think it's one of those fight clubs.
Ooh. Haven't done that in a
those
while.
are everywhere, huh?
I mean, we are everywhere. We are in your daily lives.
Do
What
they
was
do they do doubles matches there?
I don't know anything about it. I just heard it. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. Sheila. Anyway.
Best of luck. And if you need anything, my door is always open during my hours of business.
Yeah, I might come back to check some stuff out.
Please do.
All right, cool.
Kind of waves you guys out, and you walk out back into the courtyard, this massive sort of like courtyard area. It's around noon. After that, after like walking back there, having all these conversations, what's next?
So how many, when we were in there looking around, was it just like the front door? Was there a back door or like
Oh yeah,
windows or?
I mean, there was a like a countertop that was in front of him that was painted all white, and then behind him there was like a massive double door, and it looked like it emptied into like more of a room. But there was like closets on either side, but the doors were closed. But they were those like real skinny tall ones.
Hmm.
All closed. But I mean, you could guess that like on some of the shelves behind the countertop, he has more product. So he might just be storing stuff. You don't know.
So let's think this one out. Who would know to use salt and vinegar to rust out weapons? Like, is that just like a common thing, or is that like something that, you know, an alchemist would do?
Roll a history check. You would know that. I mean, if you had been around, it's not common knowledge that, I mean, but like, oh, 15. Yeah, I mean, like water rust things, and you know that like things that like need to be around like salt water need to be protected to some degree.
Over like a long period of time.
Yeah. The vinegar thing, maybe not so much.
All right. So I see little to no motive for Nigel other than being salty about not getting a bid on the materials for the armor.
I mean, depending on how deep that goes, that could be a pretty solid thing, but
He was a fairly like old high elf. So like he was probably like 350, 400 years old.
did like
You
did his business seem like
Doing
was there
well.
any like cracks in the walls sort of thing? Like any
As you're trying to recall looking around.
history check? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so good at those. Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah. No, pristine. Looks great. I mean, like it seemed like he made it a thing to make it so that like the storefront looked as good as it could possibly look. Like it needed to look a certain way, and it does.
Yeah, just thinking like if you're hard for cash, you probably aren't keeping up on your maintenance sort of thing. Okay.
Yeah, I mean his only motive would be revenge. And it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like Eli wronged him enough for him to be seeking out vengeance. And it's not like he would suddenly get all of the business and be able to make all of the stuff because he doesn't have the materials to make all the stuff.
Yeah, so it's not like sabotaging it would have,
Helped him.
yeah, then had them, because I mean, in a typical thing, you sabotage him, your competition comes to you, you go, oh, hey, I got everything, double the price. But like, if you don't have anything,
I mean, he is like 300 years old. Could be really vindictive because he know he'll live beyond that time.
Also fair.
Long game.
The super long game.
Yeah. I mean, that's if he wants to play the very, 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 very long game.
So, like, if that's not what's happening, where else would we where we go? We go into the underpier now?
To the meat locker. It's the same place,
He
right?
said to go there at night, right?
Oh.
Yeah, but like we can scope it out right now and see what the deal is.
That's a good point.
All right. So you want to
Oh,
scout?
Sheila.
What say you, old owl?
Why do I have to be the old owl? Why do we have to call her old owl?
Because you were playing senile earlier.
Didn't you
It's
say she was like
rude.
really old?
Yeah,
That's-
she's really old.
That's what the
You
yeah.
literally
you are an
play
owl?
into the age.
You're an old owl.
She has other qualities. Jeez.
Who?
The old owl.
Who?
Who?
All right, Clementine.
So
Knock,
Where are we going?
knock knock. Who?
As Clementine's doing her who's, Sheila's gonna start walking down towards the underpier.
okay, going on up here first. All right. So you walk a little bit on the outskirts of the Kituyo Soko, and you are greeted with the 300-foot tall statue of the Wild Mother. It looks like she's like gracefully got her her arm legs just kind of like spread apart, and her palm is upturned towards the mountain. And wow, you guys are all broken, huh?
I'm sorry.
I thought I could walk away for a minute and like we would both settle back down, and I come back and he's still being a chuckle fuck.
Wait, it's
It looks like,
300 feet tall?
Yeah, it's
That's-
massive.
Really
Holy-
fucking tall.
That's 30 stories tall. Holy shit.
They worship the Wild Mother here.
Do they even have the technology to build something that big?
Yes, they
Like
do.
Magic.
how?
They have the technology. They can build it.
Yes. And it is gesturing towards the mountain. But you pass by this marvel, wondering how the fuck they did this. But you pass by the Serikali building, the governor's building, walk down Old Street, pass by the green door, maybe pick up lunch, who knows. But you can head down Old Town Road and then Old Town Road. No, shit. Bendari towards the dock. And as you're going down to the dock, it looks like as it's starting to get around lunchtime, a few of the smaller boats have come in to to eat, take their catch in, store it, whatever. But as you guys are looking around, what are you doing? And how are you doing that?
Looking at Sheila.
So Sheila's gonna look around and see if there's like anyone coming off the boat that she can approach and talk to.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a few groups of guys that are getting off a small one sailboat. Looks like there's an elderly guy and his son that are another small boat you can talk to. Just pick one.
I'll do the elderly guy and his son.
We're not gonna call him old.
Oh, geez. Hello. Geez. Nice to meet you, large lady.
Yeah, a few questions real quick, and if you call me large again, it better be where it counts.
Oh. Timmy, would you go up on the dock and take the fish? Pop needs to talk. And he's gonna turn, and little Timmy's gonna run with a few large bass, and then try to disappear and go find whatever he needs. And
Picture this small child with fish flapping through the
oh
breeze.
yeah, it's just running around, and then he turns with this big smile. So
So
What
Sheila's
is-
gonna look away, put her fingers on her lip like this for a second, and put her hand on her hip and go, so let's just say I had some business that like had to occur under the dock. How would I make that happen?
roll a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage because of the interaction before, and he like really like thought you were like into him for a second, and he like just loved it.
Aw.
Oh no, she's like definitely bending down in his face.
Okay, yeah, so definitely roll with advantage then if you're playing into it.
It was a persuasion
Yeah,
21.
nice. He goes super flush. Gonna do some late night fishing, eh?
Oh, you know, I'm just trying to reel in the big catch.
Oh, you only catch big ones. Allow me to show you. And he's gonna like look around and like wait for a second, go, follow me. And like you guys will walk down to the very end of this pier, and next to the pier, it looks like there is a like few boxes that have been stacked up that have been like thrown like just underneath to where like you can't really see it until you stick your head right over the edge, and it looks like there are tons of like footprint marks and like track marks that where you hop down on the boxes, and it looks like there are planks that go down below underneath this pier. He just goes, you'll catch all the big ones down there.
Well, what do I do? What do I owe you for this delightful encounter?
And he thinks of it for a second, goes, how about I find you there later?
Sounds like a plan. I could always use the guide.
You want to meet back at this pier like hour after sundown?
Works perfectly for me.
All right. And he was just like, "Ooh, what's your name?"
You can call me Big Girl or Sheila.
Sheila. What a pretty name. Name is Ike. And he would just go, see you after sundown. And then just like try to like very confidently walk past you and like, hold his chest a little higher. But he will continue down the pier as like Timmy comes and like runs into him with the fish that are already in a bucket, and he's got the line already like coiled up all nice. And they will go back to the boat to like get all the rest of their shit.
So are Ike and Timmy suspects? Why
I don't think so, but maybe.
I think
I
the
mean,
only
that-
thing suspect about Ike is his gaze.
Yeah, Sheila, I was impressed.
What about the gays?
I need to learn from you.
He was definitely checking you out, hun.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone checks Sheila out.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I mean, I was just the other day.
Need to learn to
I
walk
didn't,
with
of
that.
course, because I'm a respectful gentleman.
I mean, I'm not, but
I
I mean, that's true.
You who insults people to death.
all right.
So, gang, now we got our date figured out. Do we want to go to the meat locker?
Let's go
think-
down the stairs.
Like go into this area before night.
Yeah.
Sure, why the fuck not?
See what it looks like.
Okay.
Scope it out.
Let's go.
All right. So you guys hop over the edge and down onto the boxes. It is a much skinnier, rickety. It like at one point you realize that this is just a ladder, and they just like nailed like a few boards onto it just for like a little bit of footwork or a little bit of padding. But you have to like Sheila's not gonna fit relatively
Gonna
under.
fly down.
Like I mean, if she wants to, she can either like just get down to the side and put your feet in the water and like walk alongside it, but you can't like walk along this pier or else it might snap. You're just too big. There's no Goliaths here.
But there's
Is it
like
visible?
hobgoblins and stuff. Come on.
Yeah, but she just weighs a lot. Like,
Fair.
and it's rickety.
Wow,
Crunch,
we're
crunch,
like
crunch.
old
would you
shaming
like
tonight. We're fat shaming. Come on.
Okay.
Okay, what if
Us ladies have to stick together, Sheila.
Fiera,
So,
can you do that
like,
thing that
well,
you did?
Zilch,
before?
you and Fiera go check it out under there, and me and Old Al, we're gonna catch some rays.
What thing I did before?
Thing where you send a version of yourself to check something out,
Oh, yeah, I can if you want.
or I don't know. I mean, we could just go do it.
I mean, if we're sketched out by it, by all means. Let me.
I mean, I'm not, but if you guys are, I'm not scared.
I mean,
But
I'm
if you
never
guys are
scared, but I'll
scared,
also just run. So,
I ain't even scared.
uh,
I can punch.
I mean, Sheila, if you want, I could minimize you.
Uh,
Sheila?
hell yeah! How long does it last?
That's an hour. What do you want to be? It's got to be something I
Make
can
m-
carry. Mouse, bird.
Yeah, I mean,
Be
would it be
one.
bad being
How
an
about
owl?
how about a parrot? You want to be a parrot?
I want to be an eagle, so it looks like the plumage of my hair.
Perfect.
You
I'll-
should make her an owl.
We already have an owl. I'll
No,
guess.
but like and then an owl with an owl. People would ask all kinds of questions.
I will cast polymorph on you and make you into an eagle.
Form of.
Form of freedom.
All right. If just
Alright.
like squawk twice if you want out.
Suddenly, I really feel inspired to join the army.
Subliminal messaging here.
Yeah. So now that Sheila is of the correct size, we'll continue down
Yes. Now you can continue down.
this sketchy place.
Yes. You continue down this rickety little pier, and you get not but like 100 feet, and it looks like the wall next to it has been opened up and carved and like tunneled out. And you look over, and it looks like it goes up further into the land, and it's definitely big enough for a medium humanoid to like walk fairly comfortably now that you're not under the pier. And when like the tunnel finally like opens up, you can hear like voices coming down and echoing down the tunnel. It sounds like they're hooting and hollering. Doesn't sound like a bad time. Some like real gruff voices. Maybe a few like badass like raspy bitches. But yeah, like you don't. I mean, it doesn't sound, I guess, threatening is the way I'd want to wonder that.
Let's check it out.
Right. So you go through a series of winding S's until you get to like a switch, not a switchback, but it like button hooks around, and it opens up into this half dome den. And there's a large circular table that's in the middle of it, and around it are little half circle tables that are like set up next to it with chairs all around it. Sitting around this table looks like a bunch of yucks. It's I gotta pull up the picture. But do you know that famous dog photo of all them playing?
Yes.
Amazing.
So you are going to see all of those breeds of dogs, and they're sitting around a table, and they are just like fucking howling, pushing chips. Like it looks like they have tons of little snacks off to the
So
side.
like literally it's the dogs playing poker.
Yeah, it's exactly those breeds. I didn't look it up ahead of time. I should have. But they all kind of like, as you guys curl around and look and go, "Roar."
Oh, excuse us. Sorry.
No, come in.
Oh, okay.
How'd
Here we
you
are.
find it here? We're not open yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Guy thinks we're fucking open. What are you?
Yeah. The door was open. My bad.
Oh, he is funny. He is funny. So, what's up? What can I do you for?
Probably not that much. I think we were just looking for. What were we looking for?
We were looking for here. We didn't realize it would be this easy to find.
I mean, the end appears. I mean, we service all sorts of customers.
Interesting. And the fun starts later tonight.
Later at night when we're open.
I
Gotcha.
expected it to be empty, so we're surprised you're here.
Well, we're the operators of this little establishment. So,
Ah.
What he means is we thought that you were open, and we were coming to enjoy your establishment, not that it was empty.
well, it's fine. I won't take offense to it. But like I said, you can come back after sundown. We usually wait until at least the lights go off at the lakeside.
Would these poker's dogs notice Sheila as a eagle walking around on the ground?
You're
Yes.
not flying, you're just like
Yeah, you're.
So as this conversation is happening, you just start to like waddle out into view, and they like all of their ears go look up and go, "Is that your eagle?"
you could say that. I don't know. My eagle might be a little bit of an overstatement, but that it is
It's his
she's
eagle.
with us, yes.
Can I buy it?
I don't
Not
think it would
yet.
work out as well as you might think it would work out.
I will pay you money for your eagle.
How much?
I mean, son, I
Full
don't think
persuasion,
that's a
persuasion is
wise
up.
idea.
Give it over here. 12.
Sheila's gonna flap up
Google.
onto the table. Huh?
You're gonna fly up to the table.
Yeah.
How much for this fine specimen?
5 gold. How about that?
Oh, we're not
It's
even.
worth way more
That's
than
not
that.
even.
Come on.
Yeah,
All right. How about 100?
Getting closer.
Sheila's gonna pick up stuff on the table and start sorting it.
Like putting the chips where they're supposed to go.
Yeah.
Look, it's
She's
a
a
very,
She's a very
wise
smart
eagle.
eagle.
He's gonna try and like pick you up on his forearm.
Well, I wouldn't do that.
She
Sheila's
does
gonna
bite.
peck at his hand first and then climb up.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, she likes
Does that mean
you.
it's done?
No.
Hey, pay him 100 gold. I'm not gonna pay if you owe me a fucking 100 gold. And he's just gonna like push
No,
him.
you see all those chips that she organized? That's how much.
Let's see how much he.
But we never rolled for all of her.
Yeah, no, I'll do this.
Do you realize we have to come back here, Aaron?
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to come back to pick up Sheila.
It's 400 gold in chips. No way she's worth 400.
Oh, she's worth
So
every bit of that.
very,
More
More
very
than
than that, but
You are getting a deal.
Sheila's gonna walk back down and flip the cards over and then pick a hand.
Okay.
oh my god.
Okay. So he takes 2 chips off of the tower, so to
If
make it
she's polymorph, doesn't she have the intelligence
of a
of
bird.
just a regular eagle?
Yeah, she doesn't
Okay.
have that much intelligence.
It's like it's a weird. It's so unclear.
I'm gonna allow the shenanigans because
it's
why the
funny.
fuck not?
I'm
But,
trying to keep them like within.
Yeah, you have to be like dumb, Sheila.
Yeah. Like it's just real basic shit, like
Okay.
tricks, basically.
But she thinks she's a person.
It's she's so much like a person.
All right, so here, look.
What are you even guys
Check-
doing? Jesus.
Check it out. We're not gonna make any deals right now with her, but we'll be back tonight.
Okay. All right.
Did I hear correctly that you all run a some fighting matches down here, or is that somewhere else?
Oh, that ain't here. That's uptown, past over. It's right by the Riverside. The Riverside Repose.
Oh, all right, yeah. Oh, my mistake. Sorry. But yeah, we'll come back tonight.
Talking about the meat locker.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's where a bunch of idiots go punch themselves. I make a fuck ton of money on those guys.
When do they have those?
Only every night.
Okay. You want to
There's
make
a
some
lot
money
of people
tonight?
that show up there. Oh yeah, tons.
All right.
They're a sundown establishment as well.
All right. Cool.
When you get there, you guys don't look like you're from around here, and I enjoyed the shenanigans, and I love the bird. So when you get there, the password is he's gonna ask you at the door, what you looking for, and you just say nice cut.
Oh, I get it. Cut of meat.
They're not that clever,
Right.
but like I said, we are closed.
Right.
Yes, of course, we're leaving
Okay.
now. Thank you.
Sorry about that. We'll see you guys later.
You hear a bunch of like grumbling back and forth, and then like as you guys are kind of a healthy distance away, you hear the echoing of like oh, and like they're clearly laughing at something.
Did
But
we
you're able
leave
to
Sheila
make your
with
way-
them, or did we did not finalize that transaction?
What?
Did not finalize that transaction.
Okay. I wasn't
Oh,
sure
he
if we
thought-
sold them.
He thought he paid
Sheila.
you guys, so he gave you the chips. He like put the chips
Oh.
on the table and grab.
I thought I thought Zilch had said we'll finish this like tonight.
No, yeah, no. I said we would not make the transaction now, but perhaps later tonight.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so
It's
she was
stopping
with,
us from selling Sheila.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure Sheila would be fine with it, like committing to the bit, but
I am always hesitant to sell people to other people, even in other forms. Sometimes you run into tricky fae type creatures. You know, I just
considering you're one.
I absolutely would not want to sell Sheila. Sheila, if you can understand me in that form, I do not want to sell you.
She was gonna look up at Zilch because she's still waddling on the ground and go, "Huh?"
Good girl. All right.
you do know you can fly in that form, right? You don't have to walk.
You're just so used to having big legs.
I laugh at the idea of someone being polymorphed into a creature and then like
Just walk.
still like yeah. Anyway.
It's amazing.
Oh,
All of a sudden, like Sheila's like, why can't I keep up with the group? It's these dumb little eagle legs.
why don't we fly uptown since we can do that? Go. Oh
You,
wait,
like,
no. The meat locker doesn't open until night, so never mind.
Yeah, you gotta wait till sundown. But
Right.
gives you time to get some dinner.
Always
Yes.
wise.
Let's get some of that dinner. Wait till sundown, and then hit both spots.
You can do that. Absolutely. Question: it is getting to be 9 o'clock. So what do we want to do as a group? I mean, it's like the fact that you're like now at the dinner and it's like a good place to stop. It's up to you guys though.
Is
I clearly
probably wise.
I was
okay.
gonna say, I feel like the next step is not gonna be.
Yeah, if it's going to take longer than a half hour, I assume it probably is.
Yes.
Then yeah.
Okay.
probably.
So all right. So as long as you guys are okay with it, we will drop the story right there. We will pick up next week with what the fuck you guys are gonna do as you guys try to visit the underground of Moyo.
They're gonna say as we try to sell Sheila.
Well, she's kind of already sold, kind of. She's under contract. But
Under contract.
thank
We
you.
haven't closed on the deal, but
So thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. We appreciate all of your love and the fact that you even like watch us. So please tune in tomorrow when we pick up with the other part of the crew and the missing shipments of Espia. So thank you guys and stay safe.
Bye.